It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Fuller. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one... a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Joey Bosa in on the stop. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw is Fields. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Play action. It's Fields. And this is caught at the 8. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with the victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are back within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he's
under pressure. They got him again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. Dancing to his left. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown, Chicago! Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it 21-8. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a 1-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. On second down, Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. It's Eckler again. And some room to work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 48 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run between the tackles with Cohen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off play action. Fields. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Up the middle with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On second down, it's Edwards. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Edwards going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone...
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On play action, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give it a